The mystery of Curly Howard was never about how he made us laugh. It was about why the laughter stopped so suddenly, and why no one talked about it. Born Jerome Lester Horwitz in Brooklyn in 1903, Curly grew up in a working-class Jewish family, often overshadowed by louder personalities around him. Off stage, he was shy, almost fragile. But the moment the cameras rolled, he transformed into a human whirlwind, spinning, shrieking, collapsing into pratfalls with elastic limbs and a childlike innocence that felt completely untamed. When he joined the Three Stooges in 1932, replacing his brother Shemp Howard, he shaved his thick auburn hair at the insistence of Mo Howard and reinvented himself. The bald head, the high-pitched nyuk nyuk nyuk, the explosive woo. It became comedy history. At Columbia Pictures, from 1934 to 1946, Curly starred in nearly 100 shorts, including classics like Punch Drunks, Disorder in the Court, and A Plumbing We Will Go. He wasn't just part of the act, he was the heartbeat of it. But behind the chaos and catchphrases was a man quietly unraveling. His personal life was a storm of short-lived marriages, impulsive decisions, and desperate searches for stability. He longed for affection yet sabotaged it with excess. Too much food, too much alcohol, too many late nights trying to outrun loneliness. While Mo enforced discipline on set, once the curtain fell, Curly often spiraled into nightlife and reckless spending, earning fortunes only to nearly lose them. The very body that powered his slapstick genius began betraying him. Weight gain, hypertension, exhaustion. During World War II tours entertaining troops, he absorbed the brunt of the physical punishment, fall after fall, gag after gag, pushing through pain because that's what the show demanded. Then came 1946. While filming Half-Wit's Holiday, Curly suffered a devastating stroke at just 42 years old. Audiences thought it was sudden. It wasn't. He had reportedly experienced warning signs for years: small strokes, mood swings, erratic behavior that today might raise serious medical concern. Instead, they were dismissed as stress or temperament. Studio pressures didn't ease. If anything, they intensified. Internal discussions focused on getting just one more short out of him. The machine had to keep moving. Comedy couldn't pause for illness. After that stroke, the kinetic genius faded quickly. There was a brief cameo in Hold That Lion, a heartbreaking glimpse of the old spark, but multiple additional strokes followed. The once unstoppable force became frail, confused, and dependent on care. When Curly died in January 1952 at only 48, the world moved on quietly. The laughter he gave so freely seemed louder than the silence that followed. Today, looking back with modern understanding, the mystery feels less mysterious and more tragic. Possible untreated mental health struggles, heavy alcohol use, relentless physical strain, a studio system that valued output over well-being. Curly Howard wasn't just a clown with perfect timing. He was a sensitive, insecure man who carried invisible burdens while making millions forget their own. Solving the Curly Howard mystery doesn't give us comfort. It gives us clarity. And maybe that's the point. Because sometimes the brightest laughter masks the deepest pain, and the funniest man in the room is the one fighting the hardest battle no one can see.